Green arrows all around for the health insurers since the election, and President Trump used his first executive order, this was late Friday, to ease what's called the regulatory burdens of Obamacare. I believe he's got the mandate as the target.
Which is really striking. Remember, we thought, could he do that right out of the box, get rid of the mandate? And it looks like, yes, he's moving. And that is an ostentatious display that he is using his power to unravel Obamacare. What is he saying? Buy insurance across state lines. Buy, cheaper insurance. Open up the market instead of government bureaucrats running it.
John, what about these health insurers with what's going on with Obamacare? Do you buy them or do you not buy them?
Look, I own CVS, I own Walgreens. I think that's the way to play this health trend because I think those stocks are going to do well no matter what. The health insurers, I think it's what President Trump does. President Obama pretty much negated the last 7 years of his presidency because he passed Obamacare in such a partisan fashion. President Trump needs to hit this out of the park, and if he does, he's going to have carte blanche the next few years.
I just find this fascinating. You buy CVS and Walgreens.
Yep.
It's like buying pickaxes when there's gold been discovered someplace. That's a pretty true. John, that's a smart move. Let me tell you about that one now. President Trump signing executive orders in his first few days in office. Later on today, he's going to sign an executive order that withdraws America from this proposed and this onward going TPP, the Trans-Pacific Partnership. Apparently, we're out of that now. Judge Andrew Napolitano is here on the whole issue of executive orders. He can do it just like that.
The executive order that we were just talking about with respect to the individual mandate, I have one word to describe it: revolutionary. I have never seen anything like it. It basically says to the Department of Justice, Treasury, and Health and Human Services, the three departments that in one way or another administer the Affordable Care Act. Please be advised that this will soon no longer be the law. So I don't want you to assess any fines, penalties, set-offs against the states, or taxes on individuals who didn't comply with the individual mandate. I don't want you to disobey the law. I want you to enforce it while it's still the law. But here's the revolutionary part. When there's a dispute between the individual and the government, you will exercise your discretion in favor of the individual. That statement there is unheard of in American legal history.
Therefore, come April 15th of this year, when we all send in our tax returns to the IRS, if one of us, any of us, does not have health insurance...
I doubt that there will be the penalty/tax imposed on that bill.
So they're starting it right now with that?
Yes. Yes. I'll tell you what's the funny part here. Donald Trump, who has had notoriously bad relations with the IRS, is now their boss. He's not telling them what to do with his own taxes, but he's telling them what to do with everybody else's. This is delicious.
But it is revolutionary.
It's truly
flat out revolutionary.
It is truly revolutionary to anticipate that the law will change and to direct the tens of thousands of human beings that work for the federal government that administer the law to anticipate the change, to dial back the aggression and severity with which they enforce the law, and in areas where there's discretion, to exercise that discretion against the government, against the statute.
It seems like the whole process is galloping forward. Mr. Trump, President Trump, I'm sorry, I've got to get used to that. President Trump is just not willing to stand still for any length of time. He's jumped on it, all over it.
It's astonishing stuff. So it is truly astonishing, revolutionary.
It's Monday morning action day. That's what we've got here.
Yes.
Sidebar issue, Judge. Governor Greg Abbott of Texas. Let me see what we got here. Greg Abbott of Texas, he's threatening to cut back state funding for one Texas county that wants to scale back cooperation with federal immigration. Not sure I understand this.
Okay, I can tell you what it is. The governor of Texas has a fund which is about $2 billion in size, which is tentatively committed to various municipalities and states, and he gives the money out, and he can impose conditions on the receipt of it. So this one county in Texas, the sheriff's budget is about $169 million, and the governor's holding back $1.5 million, right, and saying, you want this $1.5 million, you start cooperating with the feds and immigration. You don't cooperate with the feds and immigration, you're not going to get the $1.5 million. Is that lawful under Texas law? It is. This is unique to Texas. Most governors don't have a fund of that magnitude, and most governors can't impose their own conditions on the fund. Governor Abbott can and has.
So that's a reversal of any sanctuary city concept, isn't it? It's saying, well, you don't get the money.
Basically, he's saying to a sheriff's department, you will have to tighten your belt. You won't get this money if you don't comply with the federal need for you on sanctuary cities.
We've said this all morning, all of us sitting around.
Oh, yeah.
Never said anything like this before.
No, I haven't. In fairness to Governor Abbott, he did this before President Trump was
I'm
in
referring
office.
more to the business meetings,
yes,
the laying down the law, new sheriff in
yes,
town, executive orders,
look
trade
at who
deals.
was in that room this morning. He practically said corporate business tax is not going to be above 20%. I know he said 15 during the campaign. Today he said 15 to 20. The Republicans in the Congress wanted at 20. But he basically said to them, plan on it not being above 20.
You bank on it. That's what he said.
Fabulous.
Bank on it.
Fabulous.
It's a revolution.
Yes.
All right,
what are
Judge?
the corporate taxes in Great Britain?
I don't know. I'm an American, okay? Thank you, Judge.